Hey, Podmasters friends. I'm Paul. Today, you'll discover the best podcast in the world. Ready to learn from the greats and change your life? Let's go.
Hey everyone, are you ready for a deep dive into a story that's just got it all? I mean, we're talking grit, victory, and a whole lot of mind over matter.
Oh, I am so ready.
We are unpacking an exclusive interview with the new UFC featherweight champion, Ilia Topuria.
Yeah.
But this is not just about that epic win against Alexander Volkanovski.
Right.
We are going deeper into his journey from like those early days working on the beaches of Alicante all the way to becoming a global sports icon.
What I think is so fascinating about Topuria is that he embodies this idea that our biggest obstacles are often the ones that we create in our own minds.
Yeah.
And he had this just unshakable belief in himself, even when the odds were, totally stacked against him.
I was so struck by that too. And get this, we're going to hear how he manifested his championship win.
Wow.
The unique role his brother plays in his training and his bold prediction about becoming the highest paid athlete in the world by 2025.
No way.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
So this deep dive is really a masterclass in what's possible when talent meets unwavering belief.
Oh, for sure.
I think you'll find it incredibly inspiring.
Incredibly.
So let's rewind all the way back to the beginning.
Okay.
Topuria's story starts not in some fancy gym,
Right.
but on the beaches of Alicante.
Huh.
Okay, so picture this. He's working on the beaches, biking to his job, hustling from day one. I mean, that's where his drive was forged.
That's such crucial context. It's not just about where he started, but the values that were instilled in him by his parents.
Yeah.
You know, that relentless work ethic and the belief that anything is possible if you just put in the effort. And those early experiences really laid the groundwork for his incredible success.
That's what's so inspiring, right? Those values, they really took root.
Yeah.
He found his way into MMA early on, mentored by Agustin and Jorge, two figures who played a pivotal role in his journey. They even helped him buy his first bicycle.
That detail about the bicycle, I think, speaks volumes about the community support that surrounded him. Even in those early days, people believed in his potential, and they were willing to invest in his future.
It's incredible how those early experiences shaped his journey. Now fast forward to the present. Topuria the champion, the guy who dethroned the seemingly unbeatable Volkanovski.
Yeah.
But here's where it gets really interesting. His mental game.
Okay.
This guy had a pre-fight ritual unlike anything I've ever heard of.
It was more than just a pep talk.
Yeah.
Before every fight, Topuria would have this conversation with himself, convincing himself that victory was already his.
Hold on. He actually talked to himself.
Yeah.
Out loud.
It sounds unusual, but he'd visualize the win, embody it, and speak it into existence. It might seem strange, but this kind of self-belief, it's incredibly powerful.
I can only imagine the focus that requires. And we actually have a clip of him describing this pre-fight speech. Let's hear it in Topuria's own words.
Okay. Wow.
You can hear the conviction in his voice. He's not just hoping to win, he's declaring it as a fact.
Exactly, and the calmness in his tone is remarkable. It speaks to the depth of his self-belief.
Yeah.
He's not letting fear or doubt cloud his focus.
Okay, but there's more to this mental game. Topuria didn't just keep this self-belief to himself. He shared it with his entire team in a pretty bold way. He actually told them that the fight was fixed.
What?
Yeah. He said in Spanish, "Está todo amañado."
Imagine being on his team and hearing that. You'd probably think he was losing it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But there's a deeper cultural context here. In some Spanish-speaking communities, using the phrase "está todo amañado" can also express a sense of absolute certainty, like saying something's a done deal.
Ah, okay.
So in Topuria's mind, he was simply stating the inevitable.
Got it.
And what's amazing is that his unwavering certainty, it actually calmed the nerves of his team.
Wow.
They bought into his belief, and that unity became a key factor in their success.
It's incredible how his belief became contagious. But let's be clear, this wasn't just blind faith. Topuria and his team meticulously analyzed Volkanovski's every move. They designed specific combinations. They controlled every detail. This was strategic.
Absolutely. Topuria's preparation was incredibly thorough, and his brother played a crucial role in this process.
Yeah, tell us more about that. What made his brother such a secret weapon in his training?
His brother isn't just a sparring partner. He understands Topuria's fighting style better than anyone. They have this incredible synergy, this deep connection that allows them to anticipate each other's moves and push each other to their limits.
So it's more than just physical training. There's a deep level of trust and understanding between them.
Exactly. And even Topuria's wife was deeply involved, ensuring his nutritional preparation was perfect. It was a true team effort. with everyone working together towards a common goal.
It's amazing how his family is so integrated into his success. Speaking of family, let's talk about that moment of victory.
Yes,
Those key moments in the fight.
I love this part.
Topuria staying composed in the first round despite taking some hits.
Yeah.
The turning point in the second, and then bam, the knockout blow.
That knockout wasn't just luck, it was a calculated move, a perfect execution of their strategy.
To understand its brilliance, we need to break it down a bit.
Okay, I'm all ears. What made this knockout so special?
Throughout the fight, Topuria was subtly setting up Volkanovski for that final blow. He was studying his opponent's reactions, waiting for the perfect opening.
Oh, wow.
And when it came, he delivered this precise strike with incredible force, targeting a vulnerable spot that led to the knockout.
Wow, so there was a lot more going on than just a single punch.
Yeah.
It was a culmination of strategy, timing, and precision.
Exactly. And to capture the swiftness and decisiveness of that win, we have another clip of Topuria describing his thoughts at that very moment.
Oh, let's hear it.
Okay.
Chao chao, han caído los plomos. Lights out. It's such a perfect description. So matter of fact.
And it highlights his unique personality, this blend of intensity and humor.
Yeah.
He's a fierce competitor, but he doesn't take himself too seriously.
And after the win, the emotions pour out. Surprise, gratitude, the realization of a lifelong dream. It's a powerful moment. And then there's that incredibly heartwarming scene with his son giving him a rose and saying, "Eres el mejor papá que he conocido. You're the best dad I know."
It's a beautiful reminder that success is even sweeter when you have loved ones to share it with.
And that's just the beginning of Topuria's story. We'll be back to explore how his impact extends far beyond the ring, his entrepreneurial ventures, and what the future holds for this incredible athlete. Stay tuned.
You know, it's amazing how that moment with his son, it really encapsulates what's so inspiring about Topuria's journey. It's not just about winning these fights. It's about the values he embodies, hard work, dedication, and the unwavering support of his family.
It's such a powerful reminder that success is not just about individual achievement. It's about the people who lift us up along the way.
Wow.
And, amidst all the excitement of becoming champion, one thing that really stood out in the interview was his humility.
His gratitude was so palpable. He kept acknowledging his family, his team, and even those early mentors. It's clear he understands that success, it's a collective effort.
Absolutely. But let's rewind to that pre-fight ritual again for a second. The conversation with himself, where he convinces himself that victory is already his.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a form of self-hypnosis, wouldn't you say?
They're on to something. There's actually a lot of scientific research that supports the power of visualization and self-belief in achieving goals.
Really? So it's not just some mystical athlete thing?
Not at all. Think about it. When we vividly imagine ourselves succeeding, we're essentially training our minds to believe it's possible. And that belief can be incredibly powerful. It influences our actions, our persistence, and ultimately our outcomes.
So it's about creating that mental picture of success and letting it guide you.
Precisely. And it goes beyond just positive thinking. It's about aligning our thoughts, our beliefs, and our actions towards a specific goal. It's a technique used not just by athletes, but by successful people in all walks of life, entrepreneurs, artists, even scientists.
That's fascinating. So Topuria's pre-fight ritual wasn't just some quirky habit. It was a deliberate strategy to prime his mind for victory.
Exactly. And the results, well, they speak for themselves. He visualized himself as champion, declared the fight fixed, and then he went out and made it happen. It's such a powerful example of how our mindset can shape our reality.
Okay, so mindset is crucial. But let's not forget about the intense physical and mental demands of training for a UFC championship.
Right.
I mean, we talked about the strategy, the analysis, but what does it really take to prepare for a fight of this magnitude?
We're talking months of grueling physical conditioning, sparring, honing technique, and maintaining this incredibly strict diet. It's a relentless process that pushes these athletes to their absolute limits.
And I imagine the mental pressure must be immense. They're constantly pushing their bodies, dealing with fatigue, and facing the possibility of injury.
Absolutely. Topuria himself said that this was the most professional training camp he'd ever had. They paid attention to every detail, from nutrition and recovery to meticulously studying Volkanovski's fighting style. It was a testament to his dedication and his team's commitment.
And let's not forget about the special dynamic he has with his brother.
Oh, yeah.
He's not just a training partner. He's like Topuria's other half in the octagon.
It's a unique and powerful bond. They have this instinctive understanding of each other's strengths and weaknesses, and that translates into a remarkable synergy during a fight.
So it's about more than just physical training. It's about trust, communication, and a shared understanding of their fighting style.
Exactly. It's a reminder that success is rarely a solo endeavor. We all need a strong support system, people who believe in us and push us to be our best.
And Topuria clearly has that, not just with his brother, but with his whole team. They were all in sync, all believing in the same outcome.
That shared vision is crucial. When everyone's on the same page, it creates this unstoppable momentum, this belief that success is inevitable.
Okay, we've talked about the training, the mindset, the team dynamic, but what's it actually like to step into that octagon, knowing millions are watching and your championship dreams are on the line?
It's an adrenaline rush, unlike anything else. The roar of the crowd, the bright lights, the feeling of intense focus. It's a sensory overload that can be overwhelming for even the most seasoned fighters.
And for Topuria, the pressure was even higher because he was facing Volkanovski, a legend in the sport, someone who had never been defeated at featherweight.
Yeah, the odds were definitely stacked against him. But remember, Topuria thrives on defying expectations. He stuck to his pre-fight ritual, he visualized the victory, and he didn't let the pressure rattle him.
And there's that unforgettable moment right before the fight when they're standing face-to-face during introductions, and Topuria just snatches Volkanovski's belt off his shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
Some people thought it was disrespectful.
It was a bold move, that's for sure. But knowing Tupuria's mindset, it makes perfect sense. He wasn't trying to be disrespectful. He was asserting his belief that the belt was already his.
It was like he was saying, "This is mine. I'm just here to collect it."
Exactly. And that level of confidence can be incredibly unsettling for an opponent. It throws them off their game, makes them question their own certainty.
So it was a psychological tactic as much as anything else.
Absolutely. Topuria went into that fight with an aura of invincibility, and that played a significant role in his victory.
Okay, let's break down some key moments of the fight itself. Round one was intense, right? Volkanovski landed some good shots, but Topuria stayed composed, almost like he was enjoying the challenge.
Yeah, he didn't panic, which is crucial in a high-pressure situation like that. He absorbed the pressure, stuck to his game plan, and waited for his opportunity. That composure under fire, that's a hallmark of a true champion.
And that opportunity came in round two. They're exchanging blows, and then bam, that knockout punch. It was so sudden, so decisive that even Topuria seemed surprised.
Remember we talked about how that knockout was a result of meticulous planning?
Right.
They'd studied Volkanovski's movements, identified weaknesses, and trained for that exact moment.
So it wasn't just a lucky punch. It was a calculated strike delivered with precision and power.
Exactly. And to capture the impact of that moment, we have another clip of Topuria describing his thoughts.
Okay.
It was a perfect execution of their strategy and the emotion in that moment when he realizes he's won. It's pure elation. He jumps up, his brother leaps into the octagon, his whole team is going wild. It's a testament to years of hard work and unwavering belief.
And then there's that heartwarming scene with his son giving him the rose.
Oh!
Telling him he's the best dad in the world. It brings a whole other dimension to his victory.
It shows us that even at the highest level of achievement, family remains at the core. And his parents were there too, overcome with emotion. It's a powerful image of a family united by their son's triumph.
And it's not just his immediate family. Remember the scene at the airport when he returned to Spain? It was packed with fans cheering for their hometown hero. They even put up a giant screen in Alicante to watch the fight live.
It's a beautiful example of how success has this ripple effect. It inspires others, brings communities together, and creates a sense of pride and possibility.
And Topuria clearly embraces that responsibility. He's become a role model, not just for aspiring athletes, but for anyone who dares to dream big. But his story is far from over. It's inspiring to see how Topuria's victory has resonated with so many people, not just in Spain, but around the world. It really is.
Yeah, his story transcends the sport itself. It's a story about overcoming obstacles, defying expectations, and achieving the seemingly impossible.
Right.
All through hard work, dedication, and unwavering belief.
And you know, one of the things that really struck me was his commitment to using his platform for good.
Oh, yeah.
He's not just content with being a champion.
Right.
He wants to make a positive impact on the world.
That's what makes him such a compelling figure. He's not just a talented athlete. He's a role model, an entrepreneur, and a true leader.
Let's talk about his impact on the MMA scene in Spain. He's really put Spanish MMA on the map, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Before Topuria, Spain wasn't really known for producing these top-tier MMA fighters,
Right.
but his success has inspired a whole new generation of athletes and shown them that it's possible to reach the highest levels of the sport, even coming from a country where MMA is still relatively new.
It's not just inspiring future fighters. He's bringing more attention, more fans, and more resources to the sport in Spain.
It's a game changer for the entire MMA ecosystem in Spain. And it all goes back to that early support system we talked about. His mentors, Agustin and Jorge, who not only gave him his first job, but even helped him buy his first bicycle. It shows how crucial mentorship and community support can be in nurturing talent.
It's a beautiful reminder that success is rarely a solo journey. We all need people who believe in us, guide us, and push us to be our best.
And speaking of people who believe in him, Topuria had some very interesting things to say about his brother.
Oh, yeah. He's convinced that his brother's going to be the next UFC champion. And knowing Tupuria's track record of manifesting his goals, I wouldn't bet against him.
It wasn't just a casual comment. He declared it with absolute certainty. He said, and I quote, "The next world champion, you'll all see him. He's an artist, truly." It's clear that he sees immense potential in his brother's abilities.
And he didn't just praise his talent. He went on to describe his brother's fighting style. Very technical, visually stunning and captivating to watch. He even compared him to an artist, someone who creates a beautiful spectacle inside the octagon.
It's going to be fascinating to watch his brother's career unfold. He's already making a name for himself, and with Topuria's guidance and support, I think he has a very bright future ahead of him.
So another chapter in the Topuria saga is about to begin. But let's bring it back to the present. What's next for Ilia Topuria, the reigning UFC featherweight champion?
Ooh. The speculation is running wild. There are so many potential opponents, each with their own unique challenges and storylines.
Yeah, the dream match, of course, would be against Conor McGregor, the current champion versus the former two-division champion. It would be a clash of styles and personalities that would capture the world's attention.
It would be a global event, no doubt. And Topuria has expressed interest in the fight, acknowledging McGregor's legendary status and the spectacle it would create.
But there are some hurdles, right?
Yeah.
McGregor's currently fighting at a higher weight class, and he's coming off a loss. So would he be willing to drop down and risk another defeat?
Right, and Topuria has made it clear that he's not interested in just giving McGregor a title shot. He wants him to earn it.
He said, and I quote, "It depends on my interests now, you know." Because, McGregor's sporting value is going down a lot, He's playing hardball, which is smart. He's the champion. He holds the power.
Exactly, and let's not forget about the other potential contenders. Max Holloway, the former champion, is always a threat. Brian Ortega is coming off a big win and has a history with Volkanovski. There's also Yair Rodriguez, who's known for his exciting fighting style. The possibilities are kind of endless.
So many exciting options, and Topuria seems open to facing any of them. He stated that he respects all the fighters in his division and is confident that he can defeat any of them.
It's that unshakable belief again. He's not afraid of any challenge, which is part of what makes him so captivating to watch.
And remember his bold prediction. He's aiming to be the highest paid athlete in the world by 2025.
It's an ambitious goal, but given his trajectory, it wouldn't surprise me at all. He's a rising star with a global following, and his marketability is only going to increase as he continues to win.
And he's already making some smart business moves with his telecom company, Kio, which promotes a healthy and active lifestyle. It's not just a business, it's a mission that aligns with his values.
It's a perfect example of how he's leveraging his success to create something that benefits others. He's not just selling a product, he's sharing his knowledge and experience to help people live healthier lives.
He's a savvy businessman with a vision that extends beyond personal gain. He wants to leave a positive mark on the world. So what's the takeaway from all this? What can we learn from Ilia Topuria's journey?
Well, I think his story teaches us that limitations are often self-imposed. When we believe in ourselves, surround ourselves with a supportive team, and work tirelessly towards our goals, we can achieve incredible things.
It's a powerful reminder that our minds are incredibly powerful tools. We can shape our reality through our thoughts, our beliefs, and our actions. And Topuria shows us that true success extends beyond ourselves. It's about making a positive impact on the world around us. It's about embracing challenges, persevering through setbacks, and never giving up on our aspirations. So what's one dream or goal that you've considered impossible? What if, like Topuria, you started believing in it more fully? This has been The Deep Dive. Thanks for joining us.
And that's it for now, Podmasters friends. Thanks for joining us in this episode full of learning. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Stay tuned for the next episode. We have more secrets that can change your life. See you soon.